Excuse me. Good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 21st, 2020. I gotta point this out. It's 100 degrees outside. It's 3:17 a.m. and I'm on my way to go get my workout started. If you've ever read the Bible, there's a I don't know if it's a parable, a story, about the slave owner who gave the slaves talents. He says, "Hey, I'm gonna be gone. I'm going away, and I need you to watch over things. And while I'm gone, I need you to hold on to my money." And each slave, he gave, 1 talent, another slave 2 talent, another slave 3 talent, another slave 4 talent. And he said, "Here, hold on to this until I get back." Either way, each slave decided to make a decision about to do something with the money they were given while the master was gone. So one slave multiplied it, the other slave added to it, the other slave buried it in the ground and simply had the same one that they were given upon the owner's return, gave it back to him. If you know that story, the question might be, why didn't the slave owner, and I'm just kind of paraphrasing, the question might be, why did the slave owner not give each one of them equally? Why did he not give them all 5? Why did he not give them all 3 or all 2 or all 1? Why did he give them each different amounts? And what stuck out to me in the way it was kind of broken down was because God gives you based on your ability to handle it. And it got me to thinking about a lot, because it's really hard to determine, unless you're just doing really bad financially, but yet you've survived cancer, right? It's really hard to decipher, are you the one with the 5 talents? Are you the one with the 3? Or are you the one with the 1? Because he gives to everybody according to what they can handle. And you have to ask yourself, if there's something that you want, if there's something that you truly desire, and it really is tugging at your heart. Like for me, I've always, I'm not gonna lie about it, I've always believed that I was a millionaire. I also know that I've handled $1 million. At some point in my life, I've handled maybe a few million. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I just got to that cusp, at least one. But I've always known in my heart that that's what I was for. Now, do I have millions in the bank? No, I don't. Do I believe that I deserve or I should have millions in the bank? Absolutely. Do I believe it will come? 100%. But I don't have it now. And I have to question whether or not I don't have it because I'm not trying, or I don't have it because I'm not ready. And I have to believe that maybe I don't have it because I'm not ready, because I haven't made the best decisions with the money that was, or the finances that was entrusted to me before. But yet I see other people who have the ability, and I see surface wise, I don't know deep down what they do. But surface wise, I see people who are prospering. And it looks like they're managing. So maybe it's just a matter of him knowing God not him, God, knowing what's best for you now, right? What you can handle now. And then grow into that position. Grow into the position that you want to be. You know, because when I look at my life, growing up, now you're talking about we lived in apartments, and we didn't live in nice apartments. Like, we lived in some shitty apartments. Like, there was always police at our damn door. Somebody was getting into a fight. There was a lot of drinking. You know, somebody was always getting hit, beat. There wasn't always a lot of food in the refrigerator. Car was always broken down. And then I ended up starting going in and out of jail at the age of 12. And then eventually at the age of 16, 17, being sentenced to prison. And then not coming home until 26. So that's just the story of my life. But then I look, and I'm like looking now, and I'm like, wow. So you know, because my life now is way different from then. And monetary wise, I may not see that million in the bank, but monetary wise, or not monetary wise, I might not see that million in the bank, but I'm so rich in what God has given me now. My family. I mean, if you have children, that's a, you know, children are like the most precious diamond that you could ever mine. You can't put a value on it because it's a one of a kind. There's nothing else like it. The amount of money that you could pay for it is infinite because I'm the only one with it. So when you put things in perspective, you can look back, especially like I admire the hell out of cancer survivors, dude. That cancer is an evil sucker. And if you survive that, I'm sitting there like, boy, God got you. Like, you might as well just make your request known because God has chosen to keep you. Straight up. Because so many don't survive. But what you're given is given in direct proportion to what you can handle. So sometimes you might have to say, you know, maybe I'm not rich in that area, because I have to slow down and say, hey, God, I can handle this. But if you knew what was under my roof and what I have to take care of, and you knew what God had entrusted me with, I got a lot of precious cargo he done gave me. And he's saying, here you go. You rich. Because the responsibilities that I have are probably bigger than somebody who was given $1 million to handle. Matter of fact, my responsibilities are not only more precious than $1 million, but my responsibilities are harder to manage than $1 million. And you might say, well, $1 million isn't hard to manage. Well, yeah, it's hard to manage and not lose it. Anybody can get $1 million and lose it. You go buy a boat here or a boat there, you can't afford to maintain it. Guess what? You go broke real fast. That's how that works out. But to be given children, a wife, real estate, a business, a few businesses, the blessing of having my mother inside my home, have to make sure we're taking care of life insurance and all these other things. To he who is given much, much is expected. You can always add to what you got, but I would have you consider that what you got right now is in direct proportion to what you can handle. That is the cold, honest truth.